Hi, I'm Dan.
And I'm Mark.
And this is the Dark Ballcast. This week, proudly sponsored by King Charles.
But not that one. I've got something I want to moan about. Snakes.
All right.
What the fuck is their problem?
They're just too long.
That's exactly it, Dan. That's exactly it. Daniel was reading a book in bed last night.
Yeah.
And it was all about just loads of different facts. And one of them was about how long snakes can get. Did you know the world's longest snake is a reticulated python? And it can get up to 6.25 meters.
Just showing off, isn't it?
That's 20 feet.
Oh my God.
I'm like 6 foot tall.
Right.
It's got no business being that long.
I feel inadequate at 5.5 inches. There's something roaming around, turning heads, you know.
I don't understand why. When does it stop? Because that.
What do you mean?
Say that snake got to 20 foot. Did the snake then go, yeah, this will do?
I think this is fine.
Or does the snake then die? I don't know. Like
I thought it was genuinely working on, like, you know, the game Snake. I thought it was working on that basis where it's as long as the amount it eats.
Maybe we didn't know this, but when we played Snake growing up, every time we played a game, a new snake was born. And wherever you died in the game determined how long that snake would get.
So is there someone out there like
basically
making these...
snakes are a conspiracy made by Nokia to sell more snakes?
Well, you've got like snake variations, don't you? You've got like worms slugs,
eels,
armoured slugs, eels. Yeah, eels.
What's an armoured slug?
Snails.
No, that's a slug with a house.
Oh, landlord slugs.
That's a slug on the property ladder.
Those bastards.
Landlord slugs.
Keeping our slugs on the street. No, because why aren't slugs just getting ridiculously long?
Yeah. Why don't all long animals, where do they stop?
What made them stop at like 2 inches?
Don't know. It annoys me. The long snakes piss me off. There's no need for it. There's no need for it.
Yeah, because surely it's counterproductive.
But all that snake you've got to move around, cut yourself in half, save you the job.
Like how? Okay,
cut back on your antelope.
There's a graph out there with like snake length and efficiency, and the longer the snake is, surely it's less efficient at being a snake. Because imagine having to think about where all that body is.
Well, you know, they know where it is, behind them.
It's just somewhere behind me.
I've got a couple of updates.
Right, okay.
So, a long time ago, we had a laugh about some graffiti that I saw, didn't we? That said, Teak got my girlfriend pregnant.
Yeah.
Teak got my 14-year-old girlfriend pregnant.
Yeah.
And we had a chat about it because we were like, who's Teak? Is
This
Teak 14?
Mark, this is a fucking deep cut.
It is. You know why?
Why?
Because I was on the bus the other day, and in a slightly different part of town, I've noticed some new graffiti.
Oh.
Big letters. Teak is a nonce!
Oh my God. So now we know.
So there's definitely something going on with Teak. Teak, if you're listening,
you're not welcome.
We want to hear your side of the story.
We don't. You're not welcome.
No,
here.
baseless. But they're throwing around accusations. He's not had a chance to defend himself.
Well, it's as the saying goes: graffiti me once, shame on you. Graffiti me twice, Teak's a nonce.
I feel like the first time you said graffiti me once. And then the second time you went graffiti me.
Graffiti me?
Isn't graffiti me the monkey from Lion King? I'm almost positive he is.
Oh, speaking of like weird names, you heard about the Dalai Lama?
What specifically?
Well, recently there was at like a religion show or whatever it is, and he was speaking to a young boy, wasn't he?
Hello, young boy.
Have you not heard about this?
No.
Right. Listen up. They were doing like a show with the Dalai Lama. Stupid name, by the way.
What is the Dalai Lama? Because he's not a llama.
King Lama.
Why not?
So, basically, this kid gets up because he was so touched by the Dalai Lama's speech or whatever it was. He wanted to hug the Dalai Lama, who was like an 80-year-old man or something like that. And the Dalai Lama gives him a hug, and then he looks at the boy and says, "Suck my tongue."
What now?
You fucking heard me, Mark.
Suck my tongue?
Suck my tongue. And he sticks his tongue out to the kid, like waiting for the kid to suck his tongue. Mark, how have you not heard about this?
What the fuck?
No, that's what I mean.
So I think there's one conclusion we can draw. Teak is the Dalai Lama.
Yeah.
So second update.
Okay.
As we established last time or the time before, I can't remember when, I've opened a dialogue with Aldi regarding what the ZX in ZX Cola stands for.
So what, you got a response?
So I can't remember where we got to last time, didn't we? We said they came back to me, didn't they?
Yeah.
And said that they didn't know.
They have naught to do with it, yeah.
There's we don't know what the ZX Cola stands for.
We just buy it from this company.
So basically it said, currently we are unable to provide any additional information aside from what is listed on the packaging and on our website. And that was from a man called John.
Cheers, John.
So I went back to John.
Right.
I went, dearest John.
Wait. Start. Do we have to start from the beginning? Do you think people will remember a couple of episodes? So a bit of a recap.
Ago? Dan's obsessed with a cola drink, Aldi sell called ZX Cola.
Yep.
Us being the fools that we are, thought, I wonder what ZX stands for. So we emailed Aldi to say, what does the ZX stand for? I pretended to be Dan and I made the email sound as childlike as possible and claimed to be 44.
Yeah. Brilliant.
And then they came back to me and said, oh, sorry, we don't know.
Yep. So that's where we're at. So this is your response to John.
This is me back to John.
Okay.
Dearest John, thanks for your reply. I'm sure you are one of the very busiest of men. I am sorry to be a pain, but I have done a bit of research and, though ZX Cola is branded Vive, it is actually manufactured by Aldi.
Oh.
With that in mind, if you don't know what the ZX stands for, could you point me in the right direction of the department that will? All the goods, Dan, 44.
All the goods.
All the goods.
Oh, okay.
So,
I am excited.
This next email has an address in it. I'm going to say the address, but you'll have to beep it out.
Well, don't say the address.
Well, no, because it's just the flow of the email.
I'm not beeping it out.
Okay. Dear Dan.
Oh, you could have said the address.
Thank you for contacting Aldi Customer Services regarding your order.
Yeah.
Something wrong there already. I'm sorry to learn that the collection has failed again. I've arranged for our courier Yodel to collect from the below address. 30 Walker Street.
Wait.
Yodel will collect the item from this address on the 12th of April 2023. If you do not have your returns note, please write your order number, address, and reason for return on a note and place inside the parcel.
Oh my God.
Once the item has been collected, please allow 14 days for your refund to show on your account. If you require any further assistance, please do not hesitate to get back in touch. Once again, thank you for contacting Aldi Customer Services.
Hold the fuck up. Now, I don't think that's an email meant for Dan44. That's not meant for me. So what I think's happened is someone's clearly bought something from Aldi and gone, not satisfied with this, I want to return it.
Well, I got another email almost immediately after.
Okay.
Dear Dan, thank you for contacting Aldi Customer Services. Please disregard that last email and apologise for any confusion that might cause. However, we need your reason for asking what ZX stands for so that we could forward it to the relevant department.
Oh my gosh.
Once again, thank you for contacting Aldi Customer Services. I'm sorry.
Why?
Why should I have to explain? I'm a customer. I am a consumer and I have a right to know.
Oh my God. Do you think, right. So here's, I don't know what's coming next, but here's my theory.
I think you do.
I have a feeling that the Z and the X stand for absolutely nothing.
Fuck all. It's fuck all, Dan. And it's because they're the edgy letters.
And what's happened is they've gone, oh no, they're onto us. They know.
We've been rumbled.
They know it means nothing.
We've been rumbled.
We need to give them we just have to make it obligatory that they give us a reason or we can't tell them.
Now, I've sent this a week ago, so I think they've finished with me now.
Oh no.
Because I've not had a reply. Good evening. Sure, I'd love to explain. Without going into too much detail, I used to be deeply religious. Seriously, church every Sunday, no sex before marriage. I even have a tattoo of the baby Jesus. Unfortunately, though, in my last line of work as a crime scene cleaner, I see a lot of gruesome things. Things that have forever changed me. Things that would cause the Pope to lose faith. Anyway, whenever I would have a bad day cleaning up all the blood and stuff, the only thing that would make me feel better in the slightest was a can of ZX Cola. Now my therapist is making me write a poem about some of my traumas. And the only way that I can do that with any true artistic authenticity is to know what the ZX stands for. I hope the issue was sorted for the person in Tipton. Thanks, Dan.
I love how they just completely brushed over like a minor GDPR leak. You know? Just giving out someone's...
Sounds about that. And then have the gall, the audacity to call me out.
Yeah.
Don't you call me out, Aldi. You will not win. I won't let this go.
Do you think...
They will tell me what it stands for, or they will rebrand.
Send it from a different email address.
Just to show there's a demand.
Yeah, like... So a few things I think could have happened is they thought, oh no, there is nothing...
They're panicking.
There's no documentation about what the Z and the X stand for. What if there's a legitimate reason that it shouldn't say ZX? What if I'd have gone down a different route? Like I'd have written in the email, due to my incredibly religious beliefs, I must know that there are no satanic connotations behind the brand ZX Cola.
And I can't take your word for it.
Yeah.
I need to know. Because they'd have just gone, much us there isn't.
No. We need to know
I need to know exactly what it stands for.
Yeah, we need to know what it stands for because it could put my entire fast pass to heaven in jeopardy.
The amount of effort we've put into this.
Do you know, like, that's one of the kind of emails that I hate receiving at work because it's, you know, like in your head, you're like, this is genuinely a non-issue, but
and he knows
you have to actually do something.
Yeah, he knows I'm taking the piss, but he is contractually obligated to entertain me.
Yeah.
If he doesn't, John gonna lose hours.
Like, it's not good. It's not good.
So there you go, listeners.
The saga is over.
It's not. I'm not letting it go.
Oh, what, we're still going?
No, he hasn't emailed me back, but it's been a week, and I'm not happy because that's too long.
Do you think there's anywhere like above? What was his name? John.
Do you
think there's anything above John that
Little.
we can go?
Little. I'll ask Little.
You can't say that.
I'll ask Little. Little, no.
Can't say that. That's an anagram of Aldi.
Little. No, it's not. Little.
Oh no, I'm thinking ladle.
Little will go. People ask us all the time, and what we always say is, don't drink that shit.
Yeah.
Don't matter.
Come
Just
here and
drink
our like no brand, no name diet cola.
Dan.
Right.
Leg Genitals.
An
idea I've had.
Right. Why is that genital shaped like legs?
You're not far off.
Right.
Genitals made of Lego.
Oh.
So you can rearrange.
Oh.
So
wait.
Say you've got a Lego dick and you want it to be a bit longer one night, stick a couple of bits on the end.
Right, okay, so you're on about like an actual like appendage you can use.
Yeah, so it's
not just like you're not just getting Lego.
Yeah, it's still not just. I'm not talking about chopping off your cock and balls or your minge and replacing it with Lego. It's actually made. It's part of you, and it's made of Lego.
Oh my god! But no, that's horrible. So like, it's like these horrible little pasty, like squishy oxo flesh cubes.
So, like for instance, say a woman's married, she's had a couple of kids, splits up with her husband, gets a new boyfriend, thinks tonight's the night. I'm finally going to bone him. Let's add a few more bricks so it's tighter.
This is horrible. This is a horrible invention.
But it is an invention.
Yeah, it is an invention. No.
You could change the colour of it. You have a purple dick.
I mean, I already do.
With an orange tip.
Why would you want that?
Why wouldn't you?
No, that's not an argument.
If you could choose the colour of your dick, what would you go with? And would you two-tone it so the tip's different?
No. What I'd do is I'd opt for it all to be the same colour all the way around. Because why is like the tip a different colour to the shaft? And why is the underside of the shaft different colour to the top?
You need a doctor, mate.
No, it just is.
I like that your cum's like an oil slick. You know, like the rainbow sheen to it.
Yeah.
Pearlescent.
You could do that.
Pearlescent, I think, is...
No.
Is yours not like that?
No.
Mine is. So...
I hated that little segment. That was horrible.
He just popped into my head one night. And I thought that'd be interesting.
Leg
Genitals. So for the people... I was going to say for the people outside the United Kingdom who don't know, but I can't imagine... It's a global thing. It's worldwide, isn't it?
Right.
Coming up very soon is the coronation of our King Chucky.
Right.
Old Charles is becoming king, isn't he? So
yeah.
So I thought we'd talk stuff all stuff royal for a little bit in preparation and celebration. So I found an article.
Oh no.
And it's 26. I'm not going to do all 26, but it's 26 of the most ridiculously strict rules the royal family must follow. Because you just think of them as people who do what the fuck they want, aren't they? Charles wants to walk around Buckingham Palace with his earlobes fucking hanging around his dangly Lego bollocks. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you'd hope so.
But no, there's loads of rules they have to follow. So first, they must accept all gifts graciously.
Must?
Yep.
So what is possibly the worst thing you could be given that you have to accept graciously?
Broken egg.
A broken egg?
No. A squashed, hard-boiled egg.
Oh, okay.
So, like, you've got your hand out like that, and Prince William goes, "Oh, thank you very much." And you open your hand, squashed, hard-boiled egg.
Oh, no. One of those horrible, not horrible, but like soft-boiled egg. So, obviously, the white is hard, but the yolk is runny.
Yeah, of indeterminate age.
The worst bit is...
and species.
And as you're approaching, it's squashed in your hand, isn't it? You can see it's dripping on his carpet.
It's seeping out of the fingers.
Just the hell of it.
That or alligator's tail. Just a full severed alligator tail.
To be honest, I think it'd be worse if you brought like a full alligator alive, like ready to death roll.
No, a full alligator's tail, but on the end of it, you've put like the tip of a fountain pen. So it's like a giant fucking wobbly pen.
And then you roll in like a bath full of ink.
No, but it's like when they're doing like the walks up and down the barriers at like events and stuff, people hand them stuff, don't they? And they've got to keep it. They've got to accept it.
Who hand it to who?
Like,
the royal family?
Yeah. And then they pass it to someone behind them. And apparently it's up to the king who gets to keep which gifts and stuff. Oh my
God.
But they have to accept the gift, no matter what it is.
So he stood there and he goes, "Oh, this one's another one for you, Barry." His, soldier that he has with him or whatever. He's got 15 crushed soft-boiled eggs.
Fucking Prince Andrew's got all the alligator quills.
Yeah.
They're not allowed to propose to whoever they want.
Right, okay.
So according to the Royal Marriages Act of 1772, they have to get the king or queen's permission to ask someone to marry him.
Shit, innit?
I bet the queen I bet she fucking regretted saying yes when Harry was like, "Can I ask that Meghan lass to marry me?"
She probably don't give a shit now. She's dead.
She probably didn't give a shit then. She's like, whatever.
Ah, fuck it.
Fuck you, do what you fucking want. Okay.
Bank holidays for everyone.
Me to Phil. So this was a bit outdated, but Prince Philip was required to walk behind the Queen.
Oh.
Always had to walk behind her.
Okay.
I think that's less to do with respect than it is to do with looking at her ass.
She did have a remarkable peach.
Little peach.
That's what she was known for.
She got that little Queen ass.
The original design for the pound coin was the Queen face on, and on the back it was a bare ass.
Slightly parted.
Yeah, but then there was like, oh, this ain't going to work. So they were like, I tell you what, just turn sideways and we'll pretend that there was meant to be another coin with the arse on.
This is a bit bleak. Because they do a lot of travelling, don't they? They always have to take an all-black outfit just in case they enter a period of mourning. Or there's a funeral they have to go to.
That's so stupid.
How grim is that?
Yeah, but
yeah, exactly. It's stupid because it's like he's the king or the princess or a prince. They could go nip out and get me a black outfit.
Yeah. Okay.
No, they're cutting corners, they're cutting costs, and I respect them.
Do you know what they could do? Every outfit could be reversible. So they're like, oh, someone's died, have they? Back in a second. Flip it all inside out. Yeah, get back in.
I'd play pranks, though. Oh. So on the inside of everyone's sleeve, I'd sew in a swastika armband. So they flip it, and there's a fucking Nazi armband on it. So to it.
No one will forget the day that the Queen reversed her outfit. Reversed her outfit from when she was mourning
to evening.
Back into her white whatever shit stain. Because famously, she didn't wear underwear.
No, she didn't.
She was always ready to go.
That's why Philip was always behind her.
Ready.
So 2 heirs...
Hardest man in England.
2 heirs cannot fly together. So...
Oh, okay.
So Prince William can't fly with his eldest, Prince George. So obviously if the plane crashes, that's 2 heirs to the throne.
Let someone else have a go. Fucking hell.
Yeah, that's how they should do it, shouldn't they? They should do it like like the lottery.
Oh, we've done this before, haven't we? I'm having proper deja vu.
Don't know. I think so.
Carry on.
Yeah, should do it like lottery. Like the Euro Millions has got like so many guaranteed UK millionaires. One of them people gets to be king.
I think it'd be funny if like it was whether you liked it or not. You didn't apply. It was just thrust upon you. Like you've been picked out of the hat. You've got to be the king.
Hat.
Yeah.
Another one. When the king stands, so do you. So if you sat round, on like a royal visit, if he gets up, you've got to get up.
Oh, but that only applies to the royals then.
What do you mean?
That's like a rule for them, isn't it?
No.
Not for like normal people.
No, so if he was here and he stood up, we'd have to stand up.
Oh, I never stand up.
I've seen you stood up.
No.
You're not?
No.
But?
No, I fell.
I thought you had dangerously skinny legs.
I just fell.
What?
You've always seen me mid-fall, Mark. Sometimes I fall off a settee.
What? I don't understand.
It's all right. Carry on.
Another one. They always leave the table discreetly.
Oh.
So, like...
One of those who orders the Burger King never pays.
So, like, if they need, like, to go for a shit during a meal or something, they don't go, sorry, I'm just going to nip for a shit. They just go, excuse me, and then leave.
Just stands up. I'm leaving.
I'd love to do that. In any given situation, just go, excuse me, and just fuck off.
Yeah, but... Right. I don't think that's a strictly royal thing. You could do that.
What? Just go, I'm done.
Yeah, like, if you did it now, if you just went, excuse me, and just left...
Yeah.
What can I do about it?
I don't know.
Nothing.
You can shout.
No, but so can they. No,
but then the conversation is not finished then, is it? You've got your way because it's still being engaged.
No, but you could do that to the king. You could be like, "Where you off?"
Oi, you.
Oi, Charles.
You can't just get up.
Well, yeah, where are you going?
We're fucking eating here. Stop being rude.
Oi. You were cooking.
Has no one explained to you the rules have come down with me?
It's still in the oven. You can't just leave. You've left the tap running.
Next rule, never touch the royal oven. It's not really a rule, but they're discouraged from eating shellfish in public.
What?
Because of the risk of food poisoning.
Oh, food poisoning. I thought it was going to expose some reptilian part of them. They're like, oh, look, you can eat shellfish.
Or don't.
But make sure you're wearing the camo cloak. You know, the thing that keeps your humanoid skin.
No, they're not, because they're actually all alien reptiles.
Yeah.
They're not allowed to eat shellfish because they know once they start, they can't stop.
They
so
physically cannot.
Be gobbling live crabs.
They go into a frenzy and you'll find them at the nearest beach.
And then when they've run out of shellfish, they move on to other hard animals. Like what's the like an armadillo. And then when they're all gone, just people with
birds.
Like just like humans with quite a lot of scabs.
Scabby. Yeah,
or really sun-beaten humans.
It's what the Latin on the pound coin actually means. It's like scabius totalis. It means eat all the shellfish.
It means eat all the shellfish. For fuck's sake. This one, the Queen signalled when a conversation is over. No. So apparently she would like use like subtle gestures. She wouldn't just say, "We're done talking." She'd like put her purse on the table, and that was a sign that meant conversation's over.
Why do the royals, why are they not held to the same standard of manners as the rest of us?
Just pop my purse there. That means you have to shut the fuck up.
Us mere mortals have to go, "Oh, I'm not comfortable having this conversation."
Or we just stick it out of politeness.
We just keep talking until we inevitably incriminate ourselves.
I mean, 2 minutes into this podcast, I was finished talking to you.
Yeah.
But out of politeness, stop. I'm here.
Well, excuse me.
Dan's just left. Just got up. Dan, you've got something in the oven.
no, right. What happens when she puts her purse on the table? Will she like open it up a little bit, like a small?
No, she just puts it on the purse and that's it. That means conversation's finished. Stop
little
talking.
Sheet of paper rolls out. It's got a little middle finger printed on it. That's it. And you're like, oh, she's done it now.
This one pisses me right off.
Right.
When the monarch stops eating, so do you.
Oh, no.
So like a dinner party, if they finish their food, you're finished.
Look, if I see something really good on the menu, I'll always ask the chef to put seafood on their plate. Because as we know, they can't stop.
Yeah, that's it.
It was seafood, wasn't it? Or was it shellfish?
Shellfish.
Shellfish, yeah. Like, always, come on, put a bit of shellfish to them.
That'd piss me right. What if you're only halfway done? And, like, he's an old man. He can only like, manage...
Oh, no.
Like, soft-boiled egg and 4 soldiers.
I know. That's why everyone's got...
And I've got a fucking, like, 30-ounce steak. I've got 2 bites in, and he's like, oh, yes, that was lovely.
Everyone brings snacks in the fanny pack.
The royal
in
fanny
the bum
pack.
bags.
The royal bum bags. Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, I think that's it for weird little things that they have to live by. So, another little thing to celebrate the coronation, celebrate our new king.
I'm going to say it. I'm converted. I think I love the royals.
Really?
They're just this weird mystical family, aren't they? Like the more you hear about, like
they are fucking
just
mental.
Hearing some of those things, and okay, we might have inferred a little bit about what those rules meant. You know, the whole shellfish tangent.
No, I think that's spot on.
You know, they're just so abnormal.
It's crazy, isn't it? Absolutely insane.
But then,
it's 2023.
Can you blame them? If I was in their position of power, I'd adopt none of the social norms.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
I'd just be like, walking out in the street, like every dinner party, and have one bite. Oh, full.
I'm full. Everyone must stop.
Yeah, no one else may eat until tomorrow.
It feels like an enforced,
But
like...
my lord, it's breakfast. I cannot. Starve, peasants.
Okay. Why did someone make coronation chicken?
I know.
Okay. Mark, so Costa have started doing coronation chicken sandwiches for the coronation. And I'm wondering, in what way is chicken in a mild curry sauce with sultanas, representative of a coronation?
I think it's to do with when we owned India with the spices and stuff.
Do you think that's what it is?
It's problematic, isn't it, if anything? But it's, I don't get it, why it's called coronation. It's properly British,
Coronation chicken should be boiled chicken breast in vinegar. That is
covered in prawns.
Now that, Mark, that is a very coronation meal.
Boiled chicken and vinegar. And then when the king's finished his, you have to stop.
Yeah, and the thing is, that does not go well in a sandwich. That you can't put that in a sandwich. Well, that's the coronation, Mark.
And it's a full chicken as well.
You can't put it in a sandwich.
You can't put the coronation in a sandwich.
And therefore, why should you be able to put the chicken in one?
No, I agree.
Boycott coronation chicken. Right, go on.
So I've made a quiz.
Oh, fuck it.
No, it's a proper
I was
quiz.
looking at how much we've recorded. I'm like, okay, we've done over half an hour.
It's not too long. It's fine. It's only 20 questions, and they're all true or false. They're all true or false questions.
Okay.
So it's nice and quick. Okay. It's a serious quiz. You know, like sometimes when I do stuff and I make up zany, wacky answers that are quite clearly wrong.
The things we've grown to love you for.
There's none of that. It's just a normal, interesting quiz about the king. All about Charles.
All right.
So
I know nothing about this man.
You're going to learn a great deal today. Okay. So true or false? King Charles was born on the 14th of November, 1948 at Buckingham Palace.
True.
Correct.
Yes.
True or false? King Charles can speak Welsh.
False.
That's true.
Oh, what?
It was. Oh, by the way, I forgot to say, if you lose, you have to take the world's most British forfeit. You have to snort a line of loose tea.
Fuck. Right, okay.
So I'd start taking this a bit more seriously.
Count me in.
Because it's Ceylon tea. Okay. It's, really smoky stuff. Really smoky stuff.
Oh, God.
Number 3, true or false? When Charles was 8, his parents were shot and killed in front of him in Gotham's crime alley by a mugger named Joe Chill after they left the opera.
Oh, that sounds vaguely familiar.
You've heard of that?
I'm going to go with false, because I think what you've just done there is laid out the premise for the birth of Batman.
Now, you listen here.
I think there might have been some slight confusion.
I've put a lot of effort into this quiz.
Did you?
I've got to put some fake stuff in there.
You wrote this quiz.
I did write this quiz.
You never disclosed this at the start, Mark.
Yes, I did. I said I've made up a quiz.
Oh, I thought you just found it.
No.
Carry on.
Don't be a cock.
All right. This wasn't in the contract.
True or false? Charles became king on the 8th of September 2022.
I know this one because it was when he pushed the old king off the roof and then became the king, wasn't it?
That's the one, yeah.
It's very similar to the Santa
Claus
rules. Yeah. True.
That's true. That's well done. Correct. True or false? When Charles was 14, he left his home at Wayne Manor to train in martial arts and forensics, returning when he was 25.
Now, Mark, that one's Batman again. It's false.
Right, okay. That's that. You're correct, but I don't like your logic. Number 6. True True or false?
Why is each question louder than the last?
Because I'm getting into it. Okay. True or false? King Charles has been portrayed by Adam West, Michael Keaton, Val Kilmer, George Clooney, Christian Bale, Ben Affleck, and Robert Pattinson, with Keaton reprising the role in the upcoming Flash movie.
Yeah, that one's Batman again, right? It's not Prince Charles.
King Charles, thank you.
Prince Batman and King Charles.
I'm going to need an answer.
It's false, that one.
Yeah, that's right, it's false.
Yeah.
True or false? King Charles studied at Cambridge University, making him the first UK monarch to earn a degree.
Before fighting Bane. That one's true.
It is bonus point if you could tell me what he studied.
Oh, so much shit. Like fucking history.
Is that your answer?
Yeah.
He started by studying archaeology and anthropology before changing to history.
Oh!
Yeah, and he got a 2-2 in 1970.
Oh, okay. Average score.
Yeah, pretty shit.
All right, he did his best.
Number 8, true or false? The king spends a lot of time working on secret projects in the large cave under his house.
The problem with that one is, I know it's Batman, but part of me is wondering,
desperate
could it also not be Charles?
You've no idea there is not a cave under Buckingham Palace.
We don't have access to this knowledge.
We don't.
I'm gonna go with false.
It is false.
Oh, I'd love for that to be true.
True or false? King Charles once fought Superman and faked a heart attack during the fight to make the world believe he was dead for a bit.
True.
That's false.
Oh, okay.
True or false? The king is a qualified pilot and diver.
True.
That is true.
Oh my god. Oh.
True or false? King Charles's son Damian Wayne is the current Robin. I need an answer.
I think that's false.
That
it's
is
just
false.
a gut feeling.
That is false. Well done. True or false? Charles first met Princess Diana when he was going out with her older sister.
Ooh. True.
That is true.
Yeah, I think
he's a dog.
True. Oh, dirty dog.
Dirty bitch. True or false? He has a species of frog named after him.
Fuck off. Do we have the name of the frog? Like,
that's the bonus point.
Tell me it's just called Charles.
That's not a species of frog, it's just one specific frog.
The scientist, this looks like Charles.
The ears on that cum.
It's a frog that just looks like his head on legs. True.
It is true. Bonus point. What is the Latin name of the species of frog?
Charles.
You're not far off. It's Hylooscurtus Prince Charlesy.
No.
Thing is, they've got to change.
You can't do that.
They've got to change that now.
Obviously,
he's the king.
Obviously, the first bit is probably like Latin for frog, right?
Mm.
And the second bit, all they've gone is Prince Charles.
The thing is, surely now they've got to change it.
What was that first word?
Hylooscurtus.
So I could be like, I'm going to name this frog after our podcast. This is the Hylooscurtus Dark Bally.
I'm afraid that name's already been taken. True or false? When he was officially named the Prince of Wales at age 20, the first supervillain he fought was the Joker.
His first villain that he fought, wasn't that Diana?
It wasn't really a fight, he just had someone crash into her, didn't he?
Yeah, but I don't really think the Joker fights people, really, does he? Yeah. He doesn't have, like, fist fights, does he?
He does in the comics, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
He once beat one of the Robins to death with a crowbar.
Oh, all right.
That was a good comic.
Oh, fair enough.
I need an answer.
I'm going to say that one's false.
That's false. Well done. True or false? King Charles has been heavily criticised for being an unelected, overprivileged vigilante who enjoys using his considerable influence and martial skill to beat up poor people with little to no evidence or remorse.
before you said vigilante,
You thought it was true.
I was like, okay, we're going somewhere. It's got to be false because I think that one's Batman as well.
No, that's true. No, I'm joking. It's false.
Yeah.
True or false? His Aston Martin DB6 runs on white wine and cheese.
False.
It's true.
No.
He's had the engine has been converted to run on bioethanol, which is produced in the fermentation process of white wine and cheese.
You know, like
by a Gloucester-based company called Green Fuels.
You know
100% true.
You know when like the Royals are like, oh, you know,
we're not out of touch.
We're just like
my
we're
car
just like,
runs on cheese.
Yeah, we're like you people.
just see him outside Buckingham Palace thumbing Baby Bells into his fucking fuel port.
I just think.
It's got to top the oil up. Just pours in some Pinot Grigio.
The waxy cheesiness really makes this engine purr. Do you know, it's like someone...
Don't use the EDAM, it's got holes, it'll misfire.
Someone out there, their goal will be to have the car that he's got.
Cheese car.
No, I mean, just to have like that Aston Martin. And I bet they go, no, I've got the same car as the king.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, hold on a fucking minute, mate.
No, you have
Does
not.
Yours run on cheese? Cheese and wine.
Fun fact, the Batmobile runs on red wine.
Oh.
True or false?
Are you trying to tell me that King Charles and Batman could be the same person?
I just wrote the quiz. True or false? Whilst in America, his Secret Service nickname is Unicorn.
Oh. He's like, I am the unicorn, and I ride around in a mobile that runs on cheese.
I need an answer.
True.
It's true, yeah.
It's true. Of course it's fucking true.
The unicorn is the national animal of Scotland.
What does his private fucking jet run on? Rainbows? Anytime it rains and it's a little bit sunny.
It's the tears of Indian children.
They distill that energy, and therefore he can fly. No, he doesn't need a plane.
The burn or the mummies we stole from Egypt. Number 18. True or false? The king can be summoned at any time by putting a light in the cloud.
Yes. Yes. True.
True. It's not true.
It's true.
Number 19 of 20. King Charles can trace his lineage all the way back to Vlad the Impaler, the man who inspired Bram Stoker's Dracula.
True.
That's true.
Yeah. It just sounds just wild enough to be true.
Final question.
20.
And this is a tough one.
All right.
True or false? King Charles is vengeance. King Charles is the night. I need an answer.
True.
It's absolutely true.
It's true. It's definitely true.
Got a Wikihow.
We do.
It's not royal related or anything like that.
No.
It's just a good old fashioned, fun, joyous Wikihow time.
That time of the week.
I like to think we provide a service. We give decent advice.
Yeah.
People might not know that these kinds of advice articles are out there. We bring them to the forefront of people's attention.
Look,
and this week is no different.
I don't want to shit on the people who write these Wikihows, other than everyone historically that we've shat on. Because I think they're doing valuable work. But I think we can supplement their knowledge to improve your experience as a listener.
We can... These are just faceless articles on the internet. We provide the human touch.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, this was a quick disclaimer. This was written and published and last updated in 2020. So that's 3 years gone by. So there may be more in this field now that's been researched and implemented. So some of these techniques that you're about to hear may be slightly out of date. Might be better ways to do things now, but this is the peak of the knowledge on the topic as we've got it at the moment.
I don't think, as a species, we've learned anything new since 2020 anyway.
Oh, no. God,
I feel like we probably peaked and we're on the way down now.
Yeah, my credit card spending limit's a bit higher, but
Well, good for you.
Yeah. Thank
well
you.
done, man. I know you worked hard for that.
So this week, how to massage a cockatiel.
Okay.
Do you know what? I think my favourite thing about these recordings is your reaction to the article I bring.
I think probably when we started, I was maybe a bit more animated towards these. But now...
You're sort of fed up of my shit, aren't you?
Well, I take a moment and I go, this is really on brand for Wikihow.
Yeah.
Like... We've covered Look, this is episode 48. We didn't say that at the start of the show. Fuck, man. We've done
we seem to fall
48.
into a pattern of either pets or shitting on people who like astrology.
Yeah, pets, astrology, or social issues.
Social issues, yeah.
Yeah.
So do you know what a cockatiel is?
It's a kind of bird.
Little parrot.
It's not a
birdie
parrot
kind of thing.
It's not a pigeon. It's the other one.
Yeah. So if your cockatiel seems restless, a quick massage might calm it down. Petting your cockatiel is also a nice way to bond with the bird. Although most cockatiels will enjoy being petted, you should recognise signs that your bird is agitated and doesn't want to be touched.
They got really
no
sharp,
means no.
They got really sharp faces.
They have very sharp faces.
I actually had a cockatiel. I had two actually when I was younger. First one died. Second one also died. Later.
Stroke it too hard.
Yeah. I had a little bit of a lemon.
I love you!
Yeah, exactly. But weird thing with the cockatiels, they didn't really like being touched. They got quite aggressive.
Yeah.
And one of them especially because we was told that they like to come out of the cage. So like we let it out of the cage and it flew up and sat at a mirror. And it sat there and sat there. And
they get obsessed with the reflections, don't they?
Mark, it wouldn't do anything other than sit at this mirror once he'd seen it once.
Should have shot it.
Well, I mean, in the end, I don't know what we did. I don't know if we just left open a window or put on a lot of unguarded fans and just kind of what happened.
Or legend has it, it's still there.
Yeah, we've moved. I'm an adult now. Like, I got my own place. I ain't seen that bird in ages.
So, you know, this would have benefited you years ago then.
Yeah, I think it's a bit late.
So maybe look back on your experience while we're going through this.
Mm-hmm.
So part 1, petting your bird. So let your bird calm down. If your bird is flapping around, squawking or restless, give it a chance to relax before you try to pet it. Touching your bird while it's excited can cause it to feel threatened. Now, I just want to point out, none of these things are euphemisms for masturbation. Number 2, keep quiet!
Yep.
Cockatiels are easily frightened, especially by loud noises. When you want to approach your bird to pet it, talk to it in a soft and soothing voice. In addition, make sure that any sources of noise, like a telly or a stereo, are turned down or off. Coming to stroke you.
Mark, it's just occurred to me. Do you know
Prepare to be stroked. You will be very relaxed as I stroke your little feathers.
Do you know when, like, I don't know why I'm speaking really soft now, like I'm approaching you.
Just in case there's a bird you want to stroke.
Just in case there's one out there.
Probably a lot.
Do you know when you speak to animals, you use like real...
Dr. Doolittle.
No, but do you know when you're talking to your pets and stuff?
Yeah.
Why do we use real words?
Because I don't know how to speak cat.
No.
I can't speak.
I fucking hate it sometimes.
I can't speak its language.
No, but like...
What do you expect me to do? Just go... Yeah,
but this is my point. We don't need to...
become the guy from Police Academy.
We don't need to use words at all.
Well, why talk to it then?
Well, because it's the sound, isn't it? We could just literally go... The cat don't know.
Yeah, but then when someone else sees you doing that, you'll look like a fucking lunatic.
Why do I care what they think? Peasants.
Number 3, stroke your cockatiel. Your bird will probably love to be petted under its beak, on its head, at the nape of its neck, over its ears and under the nares, which mean nostrils.
Fucking birds don't have ears.
They do. That's why it's important to talk quietly.
Fucking where are they?
Its feet.
I've never... Like, okay, right. They must have ears.
They're just holes in the side of their heads.
You don't see them, though. Where are they?
Feathers, aren't there?
They're just behind all the feathers.
Well, yeah. Where else do you expect them to fucking be?
It's not very good, is it?
Sorry, they've evolved to be like that over millions of years. They're fine with it.
Very aerodynamic.
Don't you question how God made the birds?
Are they going to hear me with all the feathers in the way?
Because the thinner they're...
Are you trying to justify the evolution of birds to me?
Yeah, fucking am, because you're questioning it and you've got no right to.
All right.
Don't question Darwin or Attenborough. They know what they're on about.
You've upset me now. Can we just carry on with the podcast?
All of these areas are places that the bird cannot preen on its own. Your bird will really enjoy it if you take your finger and rub one of these areas.
I know that the way you're talking is because you're mad at me. But it really made you sound like a dirty old man saying all that. It was the tone. It really felt off.
Stroke your bird towards its beak, not its tail. So unlike other pets like cats and dogs, most birds like to be petted the wrong way. To take your finger and rub its feathers against the direction they grow in. I don't think I'd be able to do it.
Well, like against the grain.
Yeah, I'd be so convinced that it'd be uncomfortable.
Oh, God.
You know what I mean?
Like if I had feathers,
It'd be like when you orgasm, but instead of like spunking, you suck fluid up through getting thick straw.
That's horrendous. That's fucking horrible.
It's fucked, isn't it?
Oh, my God.
Oh, no, I don't like that. I don't know why I said that.
Oh, shit.
Number 5, scratch your bird's head. If your bird takes well to petting, you can also try using your fingers to gently scratch its head. This can become an addictive massage technique.
Oh. Well, yeah, it must be nice because, like, fucking birds can't scratch their own heads, can they?
I don't think I've ever seen one, no.
No, that's what I mean. Like, imagine if you've got the itchiest head.
Oh, yeah.
And that you can't get
scratch
to it.
Yeah, because that's the only reason I'm married, so I've got someone to scratch the bit on my back I can't reach.
For birds? For birds, because they ain't got hands or anything, it'd be
well
like...
spotted.
It'd be horrible because imagine you've got an itch on your head and you've got no hands, so you have to just kind of rub it with your arms.
Yeah.
Also, imagine birds with arms as well.
Hench arms as well, like muscly like fucking arms. Yeah. Oh, I'm terrified now.
I'm not even saying particularly that they've got hands either. Just...
Or human legs, but still bird feet.
Oh, no. Yeah, all right, I'm in. Let's fund it.
Well, I'll tell you what, the money I get from my lawsuit with Aldi, when they refuse to tell me what ZX means.
We'll create a meaning for ZX.
Number 6, massage your cockatiel's feet.
Don't like that either. I don't think the bird would enjoy that. Like, I'm no expert, but I don't feel like the bird would enjoy it, so I'm not going to do it.
But you had 2 when they both died, so...
Probably died from lack of enjoyment.
It's a lack of foot touching.
Yeah, and head scratching.
I think Quentin Tarantino wrote this. Yeah. Take your fingers and gently rub your bird's feet. So there's too many mentions of the word fingers in this article for me to not make it sexual. Some cockatiels will love a foot massage right away,
really?
While others might be startled at first. Fuck you touching my feet for?
Yeah, like, fuck
you giant featherless cunt.
What are your massive fucking fingers?
You fucking huge penguin. Get away from me. Many birds seem to love this kind of massage, so give it a try and see what yours thinks. 7. Look for signs that your cockatiel is happy. Your bird may fluff up the feathers on its head if it's enjoying being petted. It may also stand on one foot, sing, or even talk to you. If it's standing on one foot, it probably means, get the fuck away from my feet.
Yeah, stop touching. I'm hiding this foot. so you can't get to it.
Now, I was going to stop it there, but this next section,
oh no,
it just makes it. It stops being a Wikihow on how to treat your pet and more on how to treat your foster kids.
Oh, don't.
So, part 2, avoiding problem behaviour. 1, don't force your bird to be petted. Every cockatiel has its own personality. Many will like to be petted, though yours may not. Some cockatiels may like to be petted, but not all the time. If your bird doesn't seem to want to be petted, don't push it. No means no.
Fucking hell.
2, watch for warning signs. If you've started to pet your cockatiel, or are trying to, and it does not want to be touched, it may behave somewhat aggressively. Hissing, tail fanning, swaying from side to side,
oh no,
backing up into a corner, puffing up and lunging with its beak open,
it might
could all indicate that your cockatiel does not want to be petted.
If your cockatiel starts to act like a prisoner of war, leave it the fuck alone.
Now, this may be my favourite sentence ever.
Oh no.
3, don't sexually arouse your cockatiel.
Wait, hold on. 1 second.
Don't do it.
We've took a turn.
It's out of nowhere, isn't it?
I didn't, like, have we missed a couple of sentences? Because that was
straight into it.
Fucking sudden.
Certain kinds of petting can cause your bird to become hormonal. For most birds, this means petting them in places other than their heads.
Oh, no.
In particular, you should avoid stroking the wings or the base of the tail.
Oh, my God.
Even if your bird seems to enjoy being petted in these areas. No.
Oh, my God. Imagine how upset you'd be if you thought you was really getting along with your pet bird and then it came. Because I've never seen a bird come. Ever. I've never seen a bird's cock.
Imagine if it randomly said, choke me.
The only 2 English words it bothered to learn.
Sorry, choke me daddy. And lastly, watch for courtship behaviour.
Oh.
If your bird has become hormonal, it may regurgitate food, begin panting, or act especially protective of you. It may even attack other people that come near you. If you see any of this behaviour, you should stop petting your cockatiel.
That's really upsetting.
I think you shouldn't have a pet that takes that much effort to love.
And I think the problem is with most pets, you can give them affection and it doesn't think, oh, he wants to fuck. But for some reason, like, cockatiels are the exception to the rule of pets.
I think if you're going to have a bird, because birds sound horrendously difficult to care for and love, so in that case, you may as well get an eagle. If it's going to be that hard to look after, go big. You know what I mean? Get a fucking massive bird.
I just feel like all of my childhood memories of those pets now have like a somewhat like sinister undertone.
It's because you were wanking them off.
Episode 48, Mark.
Yeah.
We got 2 more and we're at 50. And you know what that means, don't you? Tell them, Mark.
Means that we'll have done 50 episodes.
That's really good.
Halfway to 100. Before we leave, I did promise that I'd give a shout out to one of our fans by the name of Mandy Walker. So if you're listening, Mandy, hello.
Hi.
And always remember,
no one asked for it.
No one needed it.
Well, this was it.
It was the Dark Ball Cast. Fuck off.